sit there and allow people to abuse each other's children and parents. Could I remind you, Scatty, you are a disgusting parent. Aren't your children on the brown stuff?
Welcome back. Share it out, babe. Thank you. Share it out, everyone, please. Get Scatty back in. Welcome back, guys. All right, Keish. Oh, Sharon, Jess and Joker, Blue are all related to identical. They're the double. The double. That's what I need. That's what I'm putting up next. I'm going to show you the similarities of them all, where they're all related.
Hi, Bev.
Welcome in, guys. Please repost the live and add it to your story for us. Thank you.
Right, they've gone in Discord now, okay?
Oh, they would, wouldn't they?
No, I've got people in there, so that's where they've gone.
All right.
She doesn't have a clue, right, that we've absolutely, for the past 7 months, outsmarted this woman in a different way. Blue, you do realise that we are in your Discord and have been for quite some time. One of our, well, not even just one, a couple of our friends that are your friends, that you believe that your friends are our friends. See how quick that was? She's gonna have to guess, isn't she?
So, I was listening to the rewatch today, and they had our names in the mouth in Lou's reviews.
But give her no attention. She's
No,
a
I'm
hot.
not. I just had a little look today. The topic was me coming to visit you in Leeds. Isn't WarriorTV in Leeds at Keisha's?
Don't really speak about her anymore. I don't even think about that.
I know.
She's a loaf of bread.
She's nobody.
Even if you wouldn't have said that, I would have forgot about her.
Honest to God.
No, not that. No, not any way. Because listen to this. She unblocks me. I went in and she blocked me again. I thought it's just weird, pathetic. Go away.
And then she was saying, "Oh, I'll block her. I'll make sure I'll block Warrior." I'm fucking blocked you, love. You don't have to block me. You're fucking blocked.
She just looks, to me, to be honest, I'm not going to lie, right? She used to make an effort, but
Follow
she just
me,
looks like
Amanda. Oh, you have followed me now, so you know how to get back anyway. So
she looks a mess. She looks like a hot mess. She makes
She
no
does,
effort.
yeah. She looks like Mr. Tumble.
No, she just makes no effort. Just looks like a nitty. She drags herself out of bed and comes online.
Welcome back, Scat. They've gone over to Discord now, so I've just sent the paid actor in there.
Right, they've gone off now. They've gone into Discord.
Yes, I know.
So the mole will go in now and we'll be okay. Right, I'm not stopping. I'm gonna go now. But I will send you stuff later.
Yeah.
So obviously you've got then what I have got. And you know, you can go from there then.
Yeah, of course is. Make sure that you follow Scatty as well and the Kingdom.
Yes, Scatty, please send me and I'll just look through. Because I've got other people as well wanting to come through with stuff as well, which they're going to be giving me before the 22nd.
Because you've got to understand, I wanted to clear my name. I've been made out as a liar.
Yeah, but you're going to come up on the 22nd because you're going to be part of that live as well to do with.
If you don't mind, if you want to be a part of it, is that okay, Scat?
That's okay. I don't want to know what's going on. I told you that. I don't want to know.
No. It's nothing to do with that you're going to want to know about. Everyone's going to be talking about that situation. But I'm talking about when we're doing this awareness, I only need you there for one part, and that's just to clear up with Rosie, that we can clear up that none of that come from you.
Yeah. Okay then.
That's it. You can drop if you want after that.
Right, okay. Right, I'm going to go now because I'm going to be nosy in another live.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in, Scotty.
Thank
No,
you.
thanks
We'll
for
catch up
having me.
probably Saturday.
Right, okay then.
And I'm going to go to your
Cheers.
All right, ta-ra, ta-ra, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you soon,
Let me
Scott.
just do this one.
I'm going to jump off anyway.
Oh, that's
I'll
just
speak to you tomorrow.
Kim and a mum. I'm going to come in here on my main account, guys. Make sure that you all follow it because sometimes I do go live on that, okay?
In about 10 minutes, I'm going to drop and go sleep because I've got to be up early to take
Yeah,
baby
me
to.
too. I'm going to drop at 11, guys, because I'm up super early. Right. I'm going to jump up in the box on my backup account. On my main account, sorry. There you go. So if you could all follow that account and I'll comment at the bottom. There you go. Okay, got it.
I want you to know as well, we do want you to know this. I'm not involved in any of the drama. I'm just finishing a few things that were said, and that's it. I've got a clear goal, and I'm in it, and I'm out. Once I'm done, I'm done.
Repost. That's it. Okay, add to story. Is there anything else that you need to cover before we finish at about 11:15? Just let you all know on Saturday we have got a big awareness. I will put the poster up here if anybody, it's on my wall as well, if anybody would like to share it for us. Let me put it up now.
Well, it's going to be so much better. I can't be live in the morning till I drop Ramir off. I've got her for 3 days, so through the day before 2 I'll have to be off, but through the days I will not be on because I want to spend all the time with Ramir. So Warrior will be taking over.
Do you want to just tell this little story though, just before we go, just to let the viewers know, because I love it when you tell this story. Can you tell everybody who this is?
Yeah, this is Karen, aka Kaz. The one that likes to snorkel and deep dive everybody. She looks innocent. She looks like butter won't melt, but reality is this is the woman that was sending me all the stuff to do with Shellbell, and I thought it were Best Girl sending me all the stuff. But it was Kaz. She even taught me how to do this. It was like a postcode thing. Like, I don't know what it's called, 111 or something.
Oh, you have to pay for that, Mr. J. I'm the one that's got the vault, so there's a price on that. So there is, yeah, there's a price on the surname.
What's that place called where you can check out people's?
192.com.
Yeah, that. Yeah, she said. So I got messages. This like at 2 a.m, and she's like, "I'm on this, checking up everything," and I'm thinking it's Best Girl. I woke up in the morning, and I'm like, she just kept texting me. I'm thinking, yeah, blah blah blah, and it was Kaz. She's the one that sent me all the stuff to do with Shellbow. Everything. I didn't ask for it either. She would just text it. I thought it was Best Girl until the next. That's how tired I was. So I've just picked up my phone and I'm just like laid there texting back, like not taking any notice on what they're saying. And she's like, "I'm up. I'm finding her. I've got this. I found that." Then she's the one that introduced me to that what you've just said, 94.com or whatever. She's the one that gave me all the articles. And Kaz, I can show all the evidence. You can't deny any of this.
Where did she get her glasses from?
She got them when she was working as a brass.
Mm.
She worked as a brass. She was working at the strip club and served as a brass since. She even lied and said, she went with that other guy on the guy that said he carried Diana's coffin.
Yeah. And she brushes her hair with a sticky toffee apple, guys.
She's a wrong one. Look
See her
at her
hair there? She's just done that with a sticky toffee apple.
That's why she goes to kids to go to China, so she can get more access to children. This one.
Mr. G says only Grandad would pay for that. How
And she
come I
loves to
can't
take
see these
BBC.
messages?
She loves BBC in her mouth.
Yeah.
She loves the BBC. Don't you, Kaz?
Right.
Karen loves the BBC in her mouth.
1 second. Just give you a little...
She sells Coke as well.
She's us. We got this one as well.
She just lets anybody look after her kids. Look at the doors in there. Kids.
Look how dirty them doors are.
She asked Warrior to come and babysit her kids. This is the woman that spends all the benefit money on Jessica Dawkins. So all her children's disabled money goes on Jess.
Yeah, that's why she's level 44.
We've been counting every single penny that this woman sent to Jess for this past year.
About 12 grand.
Until we had to have a word. And we have been sending stuff in to the right people to show that you're asking random people on the internet to come and look after your disabled children. And you turned around in that message and said, when she asked, well, why can't your boyfriend look after the kids? And you turned around to Warrior and said,
I have got the messages on my iCloud, everybody.
He's too busy screen recording Jessica. How could you want a woman to come to your house to watch your kids and then want her to lie to the NHS? So you wanted to lie to the NHS to say that Warrior
I was your next of kin.
You lied about your disabled children and tried to put your disabled children at risk. These are the kind of people we're dealing with.
So she's got a child that needs 24-hour care, yeah? And she used to come in and out my life. And one time she come in and she couldn't breathe. She was saying, I haven't been able to breathe for weeks, Warrior, and I can't get the hospital because he won't look after the kids. So she asked me to go down to hers in Plymouth and look after her kids. I've got it all on my iCloud messages. Why she goes to hospital. Look after her kids that need 24-hour care.
Got a man in the house and you're telling me that that's not a safeguarding concern. You're telling me that that is not a safeguarding concern. Let me tell you something as well. When all this drops, yeah, just remember, we were brought in, we've been telling you, because it's gone deep. We have uncovered something sickening. Yeah, she's called Sarah. And there's a lot of these faces and names that we're going to be dealing with, just like Scouse, that's into people doxing children. These people are going to be named and shamed for what they are. How could you let a random woman want to come and look after your children
this
that
woman,
need 24? How would she be able to sort out the equipment?
This woman here was Keisha's stalker. She was the one behind Happy Apple. She was the one behind Happy Apple.
1 minute she's happy, the next minute she's sad.
He stalked Keisha to fuck, like wanting Keisha to be unalived and everything.
She's been telling people in the background that she's going through a really hard time because she's been speaking to people that are really close to me. She doesn't even know that they're close to me. But yeah, she's been telling them that she's been on the edge and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, love, on the edge, you were doing page after page about me, saying to me in comments that you were putting social services reports in. Are you fucking dumb? Told you we'd find you. We told you that week we will get the accounts and we will find out who's behind them. And what happened? Each account were exposed. And then what happens? They play victim. Lakeisha's a bully. Lakeisha's calls out, so I'm suicidal. I want to take myself off a bridge. There's no point me being here no more. And then the next day it's back to being a bully. I don't care about what she's going through. Couldn't give a fuck. Couldn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, sadly one of her children did pass away, yeah. Not that when they were born, though. Not long after, like.
Sharon said on a video about Sarah TPR about her kid born dead, hopefully.
No. She was born alive, the child, and it was a big case for about 2 years. But it was just unexplained, like death on the child, Sarah's child. Yeah, I think it's all in the newspapers. So it is. Sarah TPR.
No, somebody said it in the comments.
Can't say that.
Video.
Can't say what,
Sarah.
Amanda. That is not right. What is
No,
not
it's
right?
this other woman she's on a honeymoon right now with Jessica Dawkins.
What's not right, Amanda?
What Sharon said.
No. It is public knowledge, though. It is all over the newspapers.
No, but it's not over the newspapers that she wished.
Oh, is that what she said? Wished I didn't read it properly.
Yeah, send me the video so I can post it up, please. Thank you, Mr. G. Can we all follow that Mr. G account as well? That really does a lot.
Thank you, Reb.
Safeguard the children away from these enabling. Some of them are preds. You just don't know it yet. You aren't cracked the code like me and Warrior. We don't let go. When they've mentioned my daughter, one thing about me is you can mention
You'll see
me,
them hating on us, guys, and calling us. You don't
but if you
need to
come for
send
my
us any
daughter,
screen recordings or anything. We know. We know. So
if you come for my daughter,
they're trying
I
to get
will
us off the app and trying to silence
have
us
everything stripped
because
from you.
we can see what they're doing.
Stripped.
But me and
I can't.
Lakeisha are going nowhere.
We will be known as people that went to the lengths to safeguard children. I will be known as a mother that did not surrender, did not back down, and went full force with these motherfuckers. They're gonna regret speaking about my daughter because their shit stinks far more worse than mine. If the feds come today, all I need to say to them is, well, this is a video there, that's a video there, this is why I've done that, that's why I've done that. It's not gonna hold in court. It's gonna fucking laughing stock. The only thing that's gonna hold is what I've been able to present. Nobody else. Yeah, that's it. And there's only a few people that are very clever to know what's really
Don't
going on,
forget,
to
we have
understand
got
the
all the
lengths.
evidence what they're doing to these children. So they can say what they want about me and Lakeisha because they're trying to shut us up and trying to close us down, but we're not going to.
We never used to be like this. Obviously, we've always safeguarded and spoke up for children, but what we want to say is this. Grandad and some of them have sat on them panels and said, I've lost my daughter, said I can't get my daughter back, called me a groomer, said I've just lost my daughter for grooming, said I've had a name change, called me racist names, done the absolute worst, said the absolute most. But as soon as I come up on a live and speak the truth about what's happening in their real lives, it's Lakeisha's bad. Lakeisha's
That's doing that
dangerous.
thing again to the picture, look.
Lakeisha's this, Lakeisha's that. But how about when there was all saying it about me, sat there for months, allowing it, loving it, sitting in the comments with Black Pope, loving every second of it, but didn't want it to watch me suffer. So now that I'm coming for yous, because it's the right time, and I had to stop him. You don't frighten me with the police. I've been to jail, been in and out of them prisons all my life. Been to Hassisfield, County Durham. Been in all the kiddie prisons. So you're acting like we're scared about being arrested for safeguarding the children. What do you want me to say in court? What do you think when this goes to the CPS? They're not going to be charging us. Do you know why? Because you've gone up to panels and lied and said that I burnt my daughter and that I've done all this stuff. So when you're going up there going, Keisha's outed this, Keisha's outed that, you've made a mockery out of yourself. You've gone around this week telling people that I can't take my daughter to school, yet she's in bed and I'm taking her to school in the morning.
And I understand what you said before, Paula, in the background saying, yeah, respite for people who look after disabled children. Yeah, I get that. But there's a time and a place for it. And this just isn't the time when granddad's miners are going through what they're going through. You jump on an aeroplane and fuck off when they need you most. And all you're doing is saying, oh, it's respite, but all you're doing is you're constantly on this platform. There's no respite there, and you're fucked off when they need you most, when the big investigation is on. Fucking cruel, that's fucking cruel, that, you know. Who would do that to the child when there's a big, massive investigation? Fuck off abroad and say, I need respite. It's absolutely sick.
You are incapable, they are. What was really concerning for me is that ordeal happened, and then they had the other ordeal with allowing strangers to be accessing their devices, to the point where they're begging social services to come round to check on his room, and they're doing all this online, speaking about it all online, and then saying they're out in our business. You told 32 people, and now I'm saying
I
that
know, and then you're pointing the finger at location. You're saying, don't talk about children in here.
and then you blame
Don't talk
Sky.
about children in here. You told 32 people, and then you throw her on Keisha's toes that it's her fucking fault that she outed it. No, you fucking outed it. Yourself. You outed yourself, Grandad. And then you would want people to be quiet about it. People ain't going to be quiet about that, Grandad, who have been abused and been victim of abuse.
You're a pervert, Grandad, a perv. Around a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of women.
When you're a victim of abuse like me, you ain't going to be quiet about things like that. I'm sorry. Keep it off the fucking platform then. You know people are paid on this fucking app. You know that.
And with your behaviour, I'm starting to actually believe that you knew. And so did your wife. That's why you're acting so erratic.
And it's a bit fucking funny that you fucked off when the investigation's going on.
Let me just say this, yeah? Do you know what's really funny, right? You had Black Pope knowing full well that his uncle just did a gang rape in Leeds, yeah? And has just received 21 years. So all of Black Pope's hate towards me was really because his uncle was going to jail and his uncle was on remand, right?
You know what freaks me out?
Then you've got us outing Jess on the bus and doing that to the school children. Yeah. Then you've got all the Discord children have been caught out sharing and distributing the kids in the server. But then you've got a Scouse woman, yeah, up in the box, sat with her, defending her. You've got another woman that sat at the side of her, defending her. You've got a man that's enabling her, that has just gone through the same process in his house, and he's thinking that this is normal. So you've got to work it out, right? When it comes down to safeguarding children, the first thing that I would have done, because I would never have let anything like that happen, because that's why I don't let people around, right? It would have been, I have to safeguard my house now, I have to lock it down. So we have to work together as a family. And it would have been about uniting the family of where the fuck I've gone wrong. I would have had to have thought where I've gone wrong. I wouldn't have been able to sleep, think and breathe, because I would have had to put everything right in what I need to do. So my protocols wouldn't have been coming online. It would have been safeguarding the kids and being a better parent. This isn't showing no better. This is showing a guy this has all happened to. He's having to ring the social services again to come and check on his kids, saying all this for content online, acting erratic, jaws swinging, right? Speaking about subjects in front of his kids, offering men out on live when his son's just there in the background. His son's trying to get attention and he's too busy screaming online, and this is all being documented. So whatever happens to him and his family, it's down to himself for being online like that in front of his kids. If they get drug tested, that's their own business, you know? You get drug tested, it's your own business because they're incapable of looking after them kids. That's why you can't say it's respite. They've had enough. They've been streaming on live and done the most. So if they really wanted to have a break, they would have come offline when that whole deal had happened and had a break. They
No,
would
but
have
you
had a
would not have a
break.
break.
You've
But
had so many breaks. That's why your children were being molested or you're being on live. This is what we're talking about. You're having breaks. When the most important thing is that the time is needed with the children because you hadn't had that time that you could have had. Like with me today when I've had Ramia, I haven't been online, I haven't watched my phone because every second of my time when she's in my care needs to be with my daughter. I refuse to come on live. I refuse to do it now because I realised when she went away that when I was on live screaming and shouting at people that I was missing the time with my kid. I'm not doing it for nobody. So when I've got my spare time now and she's fast asleep in bed, she can't hear me, she's far away, I can do what I want and say what I want because she's not in my care. When she's at school in the morning, I won't be live streaming until she's out of my care or she's not in my care. So when they're saying things like, Lakeisha's lost a kid, no, I had a little breakdown and have the advantages to have my kid's dad step up like any kid's dad should. And he stepped up. And we've never had anything like that ever happen. And I would never wish that on anybody. But you pushed me when you lied and said that I burnt my daughter and gave her a black eye and that I just had it taken off me because I just come out of jail for grooming. How dare you? And watching you as a father and the ordeal that had gone on, it made me think to myself, I should have outed it quick earlier. You're lucky that I held on for all that time and I thought this is it because you kept running your mouth, but you can't use Black Pope now because he can't say anything. He can't do fuck all right now. So when you were doing all that and speaking about my daughter, you need to be expecting the truth to come out about what you're doing with your kids. Now, I already knew all along what were happening with Ramia. There were no social services involved once they rang me because it was nothing to do with me as a mother. Some things happened I don't need to explain. And the dad took over. I'm still in. When you said the other day that I've got no custody, I'm thinking to myself, the first person that anybody rings at the docks is going to be me because I'm the mother. Anything she gets coming in my name because I'm the mother. The dad just stepped in. So now that I'm better and I'm well enough and stable, she's going to be coming home for a couple of days and going back home to her dad's and coming back home and going back to her dad's. And that's what we're going to do as a family. So, you Joker, when you sat there saying she can't even take her daughter to school in the morning, I am absolutely laughing at you because you're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. You had to take £1,000 off a woman because your child needed to have surgery. And you were sat online, Joker. Well, she daughter needed to have something to do with her heart. You was too busy begging for gifts. And your daughter was going into surgery. You shameful parents. And let's not forget your car being smashed up. And the social services coming round to your house. That's why you lost your head and went off to Scotland, didn't you? Don't act like you know what's going on in my life because you know nothing about. And why the fuck, Joker, are you thinking about my daughter? Why are you even thinking about if she's in my care or not? Did you think that that was hurting me? Do you know what hurts, Joker? When something's the truth. Do you know when you react, Joker? When something's the truth. Do you know why you was never get any reaction, Joker? Because I know all along what was happening with my daughter. You're not in my life to know what's happening. That's why tonight when you've heard Ramir on the live and you've seen me in my house, Joker, how do you feel? Pathetic. Weak. You can send 10 people to my house. You can do whatever you want. But guess what? You ain't getting off. You ain't getting off. You ain't getting off. Your address is everywhere on this app. That's why them people that came round and smashed up your car last time did that, because you were on the internet running your mouth. And you think that this is just an internet thing? You think you can come up and speak about people's kids, yeah, on the internet? That's why your car got smashed up, because you was on your internet before running your mouth. And now you thought that you can come back on the internet and start speaking about people's kids. How about this? How about now knowing this? You've walked out your house, right? And you've done something, but you knew in your head you shouldn't have done it. Yeah? Then you find out 2 days later that what that person's told you isn't the truth. And now you're thinking to yourself, why have I got myself in that situation? Why have I gone and said that when I didn't even know if that was the truth? I'm just listening to other people, word of mouth. That's your own business. Because you want to be online speaking about little girls, Joker. You want to be online speaking about little girls, little 13-year-old girls. And this live tonight will prove that I am with my daughter and have full care. So what it's going to show now everywhere, and I'm not just talking about on here, yeah? You and everybody, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about everybody in the city, everybody out of the city from tonight. I am dropping it. When you've heard my daughter Joker in this live tonight, you've seen that I'm at my house, I am dropping tonight that you, with the video of you mentioning 13-year-old children and you thinking about 13-year-old children, that is exactly what you're on. Yeah? Man need to be aware of you. Man need to be aware of you in your local fucking town. Because you can't be out here on social media thinking and speaking about 13-year-old kids. Because now that you know that she's in my car and what you've said out of your mouth is a fucking lie. I'd rather know that my daughter's in bed healthy. Healthiest child you'll ever see with the whitest teeth. I would never sit in a room and smoke near my daughter. You smoke near your kids. That's why your daughter's ill. You're sitting in a room all day smoking roll-ups and cigs in the same fucking room as your kids. How the fuck can you speak about anybody's parenting? You fucking sat in the same room smoking cigs. How can you speak about anybody's parents, Jordan? Joker, come on, tell me. When you sit in the same room and smoke weed and cigs where your kids are sat, your room's smoked out. You baghead of a dad. Don't you ever speak about me. You little fucking crackhead nitty. Right, I'm going to sleep. Good night, guys.
Yeah, and I just think, and I'm going to say it again, I just do think, and it's playing on my mind, that it's really weird how Grandad has fucked off and fled the country while there's an investigation going on. I just think it's really, really weird. How can you flee the country when your child has an investigation going on? I just can't get my head around it. Saying that you need respite, but you're constantly on a platform. And did you know when there's an investigation going on that you do have to inform the police that you've left the country? A lot of people do leave the country when they're under investigation, flee the country. And you know what? That is a massive red flag. And that will be brought to court, that you fled the country when your child was under investigation. So that will show them that you are a shit parent. Who does that to the children? I have never heard anything like it. And by law, you have to tell the police that you've left the country when you're under investigation. So if you told the police that you left the country, have you told the police that you're always on TikTok slagging Lakeisha down and saying what you're saying when you're meant to be on respite and you're constantly on TikTok? Make sure that they know. because the courts need to see all this, that you're constantly on TikTok and fleed the country when your children need you most. That's all I have to say. Leave yous with that one. I know, fair them I was in there. Yeah, and that posted on my wall of our big awareness on Saturday. I'm going to do another repost on it now, and if everybody else could repost it, please. I'd appreciate that, thank you. Yeah. We'll get it out far and wide. Okay, good night, God bless. See you all tomorrow. Thank you for tonight.